Hey again. I wonder if standing here talking to myself in front of a camera is ever going to stop being weird. I'm guessing I'll get used to it at some point, right? Hopefully if I keep at this long enough. An update on me is I have been busy with a lot of the usual college stuff, class, working, mostly boring, a lot of reading, a lot of shoe selling. I started a kickboxing class on Saturday, which was really tiring. I was sore all weekend, but very fun. I wasn't very good at it, but I still felt like a badass. Maybe next time me and Lacey are out somewhere and someone tries to start something, I'll be able to take care of myself, which would be nice. I'm usually better at planning and strategy and ideas than I am at punching and the whole fighting thing. But I've gotta up my game if I'm ever going to unlock my true sidekick potential. That's a joke, that's a bad joke. I have zero desire to be a sidekick and I would be terrible at it. On to much more important news. My semester started up a few weeks ago, and one thing I've been noticing is that hardly anyone seems to take notes on paper in college. In one of my smaller classes, last week I was the only one without a laptop. Which I guess isn't the most interesting thing to talk about on the internet, but I just thought it was kind of strange, since I would so much rather take notes by hand than on a computer. And I'd never really thought of that as unusual before, but am I weird? I like having a hard copy of things in my notebook that I can look back at, and then that's definitely easier to focus on later. And then when I'm studying later, I can go back and either copy them into my computer, or even just write them out by hand again and color code them, and it's just so much more organized. I think I retain the information better too. There's something about writing it out with a pen with my hand that just helps me remember it more. Plus, then I can doodle in class, which is scientifically proven to help you learn better or something. I think that's a fact. I could probably look it up, but I don't want to, just in case I'm wrong. Regardless, I have created some masterful doodles over the years that never would have existed if I only took notes on a laptop. I'm doing it for the art. Even when I'm doing creative writing, sometimes I like to write things out by hand. It depends on my mood, I guess. Sometimes I feel like typing. But definitely for things like journaling, it's so much more freeing if I can just write things out on a page. When I'm typing things, I always have to go back to edit what I just wrote. I'm either backspacing to fix typos or I'm rearranging things. It's almost too impermanent. I can move things around or switch words all the time, so I always feel like I need to have everything perfect right away. I always do it when I'm writing essays for class. And even when I take notes, I worry about the most accurate and efficient way to take everything down so I can remember and keep track. But if I'm writing in a notebook, I can only keep going forward. I can't delete or erase or move anything around without making a big mess of the paper, so I just have to keep going and deal with it all later. Which maybe sounds more stressful when I say it like that, but it's not. It's super liberating. I can just write down my thoughts or take notes in class, and I know by now that whatever I end up with will be good enough. And then going back to it and organizing it and making it better can always be the next step. I am a very organized, planning-centric person, so having one thing that I can't really control while I'm doing it is kind of nice, even if it's something as boring as taking notes in class. I can't be the only one who likes writing notes by hand, right? Am I just crazy or weird, or do some of you watching this know what I'm talking about? Lacey always complains when she has professors that don't allow computers or electronics in class. We are totally on opposite sides of this. I kind of like it. What do you think? Leave a comment and be sure to like or subscribe if you want. Otherwise, I will see you next Thursday.